Last year, when I was browsing the internet, I came across a bargain cruise to Amsterdam on P&O's Aurora. We decided to book an inside cabin on a saver fare. This cruise departed on Christian's birthday, so as a surprise, I booked him a cake to be served at dinner. Before we went on this cruise, we checked our passports were in date, we bought cruise travel insurance, topped up our money travel card and printed out our boarding passes and luggage labels. When we were in Amsterdam, we wanted to go to Anne Frank's house, so we visited the Anne Frank Museum website. This is the only place you can purchase tickets for this house. Anne Frank House is only accessible with an online ticket and time slot. Tickets are released on a Tuesday at 10 a.m. for a visit 6 weeks later. We also purchased a canal cruise with a live guide tour. When we arrived at the cruise terminal, we dropped off our labelled luggage at the relevant pod. Don't worry if you've not labelled your luggage, there is a desk you can go to with a stapler there for you to attach your label. At our embarkation time, we joined the queue. Just a note, P&O like you to arrive at your embarkation time and not before. You could be standing outside for a while if you do. To embark, you need to show your boarding pass and passport. We had our travel insurance with us in case they asked. Also, if you've not taken your photo for your profile, they can do this at the desk for you too. Going through security is easy, just like at the airport. Follow the instructions and before long you'll be walking down that walkway and onto the ship. We then went straight to our muster station. Our room was ready. We were in room 261, which was on deck 9 midship. In the envelope outside our door was our cruise cards. These are your room keys. You can purchase items on the ship with them, scan the card to get off and on the ship, and you have a sticker on it showing what drinks package you're on if you have one. The sleeve it came on had a deck plan and lots of information about the ship. Our room was an inside cabin. It was clean and comfortable and we got great night's sleep here. We set up My Holiday app on our phones. You turn your phone onto airplane mode, connect to the ship's Wi-Fi and visit myholidaypocruises.com via your browser. Log in with your pass number, which is the last 6 digits of your cruise card. On this holiday you can view your onboard account, make a dining reservation and book a shore excursion. It's very easy. We went up to the buffet for lunch and had a great view of Southampton. We had a walk and explore around the ship. Before we watched Aurora depart Southampton. After all that walking, we made our way to the Crow's Nest on deck 13 for a drink with a view. We went back to our room to get ready for the evening. Christian received a card from P&O for his birthday, which was a really lovely gesture. We had set dining in Alexandra restaurant with 6 other people. We were a bit nervous about this, but everyone was really friendly and we got on well. Just before we sat down, Christian whispered to me, "Don't mention it's my birthday." "Oh, there's a cake coming." The food and company was lovely. The birthday cake arrived, we all sang happy birthday and Christian was happy. Phew! We then made our way to the Curzon Theatre to watch Monroe. They were very good. A walk around prom to burn off some calories. We then made our way to Carmen's where we enjoyed a tribute act, Almost Ollie. After a passion fruit martini or two, a late night trip to the buffet is very much needed. This morning, when looking through the horizon, we realised the ship's clocks were put forward 1 hour. We didn't have a clue what time it was, so off we went in search of breakfast and the time. After breakfast in the buffet, we had a walk around the ship. Whilst exploring the ship, we met 2 of the ladies we shared a table with at dinner. They persuaded us to join in on a dance class in Carmen's. Yes, even Christian. It's something we'd never usually try, but we did, and we're glad we did. There are definitely no photographs, but oh my goodness, did we laugh. After a quick drink, we bought tickets for Snowball Jackpot Bingo. We didn't win, but it was fun. We then went back to our room to get ready for celebration night. We enjoy getting ready for celebration night and seeing everybody in their finest. We went up to the prom to get some nice pictures, but the wind certainly wasn't helping. Dinner was so lovely with great company, we didn't get any pictures. After that, we went for a sunset walk around the prom. We then made our way to the Curzon Theatre to watch the Headliners Theatre Company present Applause. It was very good and we really enjoyed it. We then went to Carmen's on Deck 7 to have a drink and to watch the comedian Tucker. He was funny. We then called it a night. When we went on this cruise, ships still docked in Amsterdam City. It was a 15-minute walk to Central Station where we found our canal boat tour. We really enjoyed this canal boat tour. The tour guide was friendly, knowledgeable and pointed out places of interest and explained their history along the way. It really is a great way of seeing more of the city of Amsterdam. We really recommend doing a canal boat tour if you come to Amsterdam. Just don't forget to duck your head. Dam Square is a 5-minute walk from Central Station and is a very popular tourist attraction. It's a perfect place to eat some Dutch fries and people watch. Just wandering around and we came across Amsterdam's ice bar. You can pre-book the ice bar before you come to Amsterdam, which is a little bit cheaper. We bought tickets at the door and then waited for our allocated time before we went in. When you enter the bar, you receive 3 free tokens to exchange for drinks, 2 silver and 1 gold token. The first bar you enter is heated. Here you exchange your gold token. There is a menu of drinks that is quite extensive. Christian had a gin and tonic and I had sex on the beach. The drinks were very good and it was a nice atmosphere. The ice bar then takes you on a voyage to the Arctic. Here you follow the footsteps of a famous Dutch explorer and experience what it was like to be stranded in the North Pole at the end of the 16th century. You are given a warm coat and gloves before you step into the experience. As you can imagine, it's very cold inside the ice bar. We exchanged our 2 tokens for 2 shots to warm us up. We enjoyed the ice bar experience. Not sure we'd do it again, but it's an experience worth trying. We walked to Anne Frank's house at our book time. This is a very well organised tour. We were given headphones and you take a self-guided audio tour that takes about an hour. On this tour, you learn about the Anne Frank story through photos, original items, quotes and videos. You go to the places where Anne Frank, her family and friends hid. We found it quite heartbreaking, but we are so glad we did this tour and would recommend. We then went to the Amsterdam flower market. Here we purchased some bulbs. As you can see, they came up nicely this year. No visit to Amsterdam is complete without enjoying a street waffle. We had another little wander around. Amsterdam has some really good shops. We bought a couple of fridge magnets before we made our way back to Aurora. Our feet were killing, so we took a little sit down. When we got back on board, we really could not be bothered to change for dinner. Our feet were hurting, so we changed our shoes and headed to the buffet for a quick bite to eat. As Aurora was in port overnight, we decided to head back into Amsterdam. We could not go to Amsterdam without visiting the famous red light area. It was very busy and a one-way entrance and exit was in place. The canal certainly looked beautiful lit up at night. We walked back to Aurora and realised we'd walked over 12.5 miles. We certainly slept very well that night. This morning we looked through the horizon to see what activities were on, before making our way down to the main dining room for a delicious breakfast. After breakfast we went for a walk around the prom. We decided to have another go at a dance class in Carmen's. It was the waltz this time and we were dreadful, but we did laugh. We then found a sunbed in the pool area where we chilled for a while, reading and relaxing, and had some lunch from the Lido Grill. Followed by snowball jackpot bingo. We didn't win. As this was our last night on Aurora, we went back to the room to pack our bags and to get ready for dinner. We took a few pictures outside before we went for dinner. Dinner was again a lovely affair. We've really enjoyed the company of the people on our table. We went to the Curzon Theatre to watch the vocalist Carl Lewis. He was very good. We had to leave our bags outside our room by midnight, so we went upstairs and put them outside the door, remembering to leave things we needed for the next day. In Carmen's, we watched the resident band Pulse whilst enjoying a passion fruit martini or two, followed by a late night snack at the buffet before we went to bed. This morning we got dressed and ready before checking our room that we hadn't left anything behind and ensuring we had our cruise cards because we'd need them to get off the ship. This letter had all our disembarkation arrangements on it, where to meet to disembark and what time, where our luggage would be, where to go for breakfast and lots of other information. We enjoyed one last breakfast in the main dining room. We then went to the place where we had to disembark and got off the ship, found our luggage and we were on our way home. Thank you for taking the time to watch. If you enjoyed our video, please press the like button. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and if you tap notifications, we can let you know when we next post a new video. You can also follow us on Instagram and Threads at Lowdown Travel. Thank you for watching.